Tom Hes wins 11th title in Bud Moore PBA50 Players Championship by Jill Winters. In the title match of the first major championship of the 2025 PBA50 season, Tom Hes posted a nearly perfect game Wednesday evening in the Bud Moore PBA50 Players Championship. After winning 3 straight matches as the number 5 seed, Hess saved his best performance for number 1 seed John Janowitz, who had dominated the tournament since Saturday. Hess's comfort level on the lanes inside tournament sponsor Bill Moore's home finally paid dividends after coming up short in 2 previous attempts. He was not about to let that happen again. Hess capitalized on a few high shots, rolling 11 straight strikes before getting 8 on his final ball for 298. Janowitz opened the match with 4 straight spares before making a ball change and playing further right on the lanes. From that point on, he threw 7 of 8 strikes to finish with 235. I bowled a pretty good game against JJ. I did get a couple of good breaks, but other than that, I threw a bunch of really good shots, Hess said. All of the pressure was on him when he got up there to bowl that game. There was no pressure on me. Just go make good shots. I was able to come through. Hess, who won $20,000, was quick to praise Janowitz's incredible performance throughout the tournament, saying he truly felt JJ won this tournament, but I get to go home with the trophy. These two each won 5 titles last season, making for a tight PBA50 Player of the Year race, which went to Janowitz. There is no doubt these 2 powerhouse bowlers will be meeting up many more times this season. JJ is an incredible bowler. I beat him last week in the Villages Classic. That 3-game match was the best I had bowled all year on tour because I knew I had to have my A game for JJ, Hess said. There is so much talent on this tour. It is unreal that I am one of the guys that the guys are aiming for. 11 titles don't pinch me anytime soon. After competing since Saturday at Bowl America Woodbridge, then having to bowl for the title in Moore's home, Hess was prepared for what he was walking into. He finished 2nd there in 2022 and 4th in 2023. There are some differences from lane 13 to 14, and I know those. I trusted my moves, and I was able to clear my mind, relax, and go out and bowl, Hess said. I did have some approach issues on the left lane, which actually helped me because I had to keep my feet slow. If I got a little quick, I stuck on the left lane. In the opening match, Dino Castillo started with a double followed by 2 single-pin spares as Hess put together 2 strikes and 2 spares. Controlling his speed was going to be key for Castillo, yet he got too quick in the 5th and 6th frames, resulting in back-to-back splits for open frames. Hess was able to stay clean with 4 straight strikes in the end for the 226-202 victory. After climbing from 13th place at the start of his day to 3rd place, Pete Weber would face Hess in the second match. Hess kept striking with 5 strikes in his first 6 frames, while Weber started with strike, open, strike, and a spare before reeling off 4 straight strikes. Hess put together a 3-bagger starting in the 8th frame on the way to close out the match 246-193. In the semifinal match against Michael Hogan Jr., Hess almost opened with a 4-bagger except for a pesky 8-pin in the 3rd frame. Hogan Jr. struggled to look comfortable on the right lane, throwing a Brooklyn strike and going through the nose. He then had back-to-back splits for opens in the 4th and 5th frames as Hess filled frames. Hogan Jr. closed out the match with 5 straight strikes for 208. Needing just a mark in the 10th, Hess struck on his first shot and tested another ball for 214. Hess credits his win to fellow PBA50 bowler and ball rep Mitch Beasley for keeping him calm and focused all week, but especially in the final position round game against Pete Weber. Hess was lost on the pair, and it came down to the 10th frame with Hess needing to mark and get at least 8 on his fill ball to make the stepladder. I went back in the 9th frame and I talked to Mitch Beasley. He said I need to move 3 and 2. It is great that he is back out here, and I am working with him, Hess said. My mind was racing 100 miles an hour that game because of all the guys chasing me, Pete Weber, Tom Doherty, and Dino. They are all great bowlers. I got fortunate to get through there to make the show. With his 11th PBA50 title, Hess is now tied with his great friend Parker Bone III, Ron Moore, and Gene Stuss. Anytime you are mentioned with the greats of this game like Parker Bone, Ron Moore, and Gene Stuss, it's special. I was tied with Amleto Monticelli at 10. My goal is to catch Walter Ray Williams Jr. at 16, Hess said. It is nice to be able to see success. Wow, tied with Parker Bone. Another goal remaining on Hess's list is to win the PBA50 World Championship. If he can accomplish that in his career, he will achieve the Triple Crown and the Grand Slam on the PBA50 Tour. Look out, Jackson, Michigan. I am coming for you, Hess said. Next up on the PBA50 schedule is the USBC Super Senior Classic for those aged 60 and over. This event will begin on May 29 at Sam's Town Bowling Center in Las Vegas. You can see it all on Bowl TV.